everybody scooted in as much as possible, please, if you cannot hear me. So if you cannot hear me, it'll be on you. Okay, so I welcome you as well to Lights for Liberty Orlando. My dearest friends and family. Okay, so I'm CK Blackwood. I'm with Free Thought Worldwide, American Atheists in the Central Florida Free Thought community. But tonight I'm speaking on my own behalf. And maybe on behalf of a lot, which we'll get to in a minute. You see, I'm an Orlandoan. Been here almost 27 years. Yet, my father was actually sent here by his parents from old Persia, from Iran, during the hostage crisis there. From 15 years of age, the ripe old age of 15, he was all on his own. And he ended up an engineer, which is essentially the pinnacle of success. Against all odds, after not having been cut off. An immigrant as a child. An immigrant as a child. Not to mention some of my most respected pals come from other countries. Indeed, we are all, in a sense, immigrants, beloved. Yes. So I thank each and every one of you, again, for your attendance and appreciation of this issue, because it is actually far more than an issue. That's right. In fact, we have even more than a crisis of our own at this point. While things certainly have advanced and beauty still does shine through, these are quite obviously still some dark times in which we find ourselves. But America shows her strength through all of you. We need to remember that the darkness can be beat with even the tiniest fraction of light. And tonight, our lights will shine. Children, families, we stand for you today and every day in love. Niños, familias, estamos a tu lado hoy y cada día enamorados. We stand here tonight shining our light, for the record, in firm opposition to the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, or the ICE, which is a law enforcement agency of the federal government that is tasked to enforce the country's immigration laws and to investigate criminal and terrorist activity of transnational organizations and aliens within the United States. How are they going about this business? Between 2009 and 2016, a record 2.4 million immigrants were deported, at times handcuffed, shackled, and loaded onto airplanes. According to their own data, ICE's own data, about 40% of those deported by the ICE in 2015 had no criminal conviction whatsoever, while the majority of those convicted were guilty of minor charges. As part of the zero tolerance policy introduced in 2018, just last year, nearly 3,000 minors were separated from their parents or the adults accompanying them, taking care of them, while trying to cross the U.S.-Mexico border and placed in concentration camps. Even just from October of 2003 to 2007, a total of 107 deaths occurred in the ICE detention centers, which is being more than modest. The icing on the cake. See what I did there? Ice. A report by the DHS Office of the Inspector General was recently published revealing that 1,224 sexual abuse complaints while in immigration custody were filed between January of 2010 and June of 2017. Contrary to the ICE's claims, only 2% of these complaints were even so much as investigated. In the state of Florida, the ICE currently operates the following detention centers: the Baker County Detention Facility, Broward Transitional Center, the Glades County Detention Center, the Chrome Detention Center, and the Wakulla County Jail. Just so you know. We stand here tonight shining our light because the government of the United States of America should be by the people, of the people, and for the people. But it is now by the money, of the money, and for the money. To wit, the companies, corporations, and big conglomerates making a profit from detaining these migrants at the border concentration camps are as follows. Get this. Wayfair, American Red Cross, big surprise there. GEO Group and GEO Group Incorporated. Core Civic, the Vanguard Group, BlackRock. Wiley, Mawini, and Strauss?
Shame!
Hotchkiss and Wiley Capital Management?
Shame!
Artemis Investment Management?
Shame!
Fidelity/FMR LLC?
Shame!
The State Street Corporation?
Shame!
Prudential Financial Incorporated?
Shame!
The BCFS?
Shame!
Southwest Key?
Shame!
General Dynamics?
Shame!
MVM Incorporated?
Shame!
CSI Aviation?
Shame!
The Nakamoto Group?
Shame!
Deloitte?
Shame!
Johns Hopkins University?
Shame!
Bethany Christian Services?
Shame!
Salesforce?
Shame!
Penn Link?
Shame!
Microsoft?
Shame!
You got this.
Throw off my rhythm. Amazon and Palantir?
Shame!
Comcast and Time Warner Cable?
Shame!
Thomson Reuters Special Services?
Shame!
Motorola?
Shame!
Xerox, Canon, and Dell?
Shame!
Wells Fargo, another big surprise.
Shame!
JP Morgan Chase?
Shame!
BNP Paribas?
Shame!
SunTrust?
Shame!
The U.S. Bank Corp?
Shame!
U.S. Representative Henry Cuellar?
Shame!
Representative John Carter?
Shame!
And former Representative John Culberson?
Shame!
Goes on and on. All of these names have gotten pecuniary benefits from this crisis.
Shame!
To all of you, my question now is, do you still wonder whether corporatism is destroying America? This may be the clearest piece of evidence for it! And that all forms of oppression are intertwined. And to Vice President Pence and President Trump, my question is, just how many more lives is your power worth? Just how many more lives must you take to keep your wallets fat?
Not one!
The people must rise up or we will continue to fall. America will fall the way of ancient Rome and of Nazi Germany. But again, I thank you, because when the people rise up, we see change and we see progress. I also thank the other organizations and groups, particularly Orlando Organizing Corps 2020, and for our future, for their help.